Alright, so I just want to try something a little bit different and do the OTK using well done steak instead of buckler. Now it obviously needs much more support since buckler is basically just what makes the comp, but one of the advantages of this comp is that it allows you to it's much better when you have orbs in your deck. Well, more specific orbs, really. And I have, what is it, 7 passives here. Yeah, and they're ranked in order of which ones you like absolutely need to, which ones are incredibly helpful. So the only really required passive for this comp is the well done steak, which is pretty self-explanatory. It allows you to out heal whatever the enemies are going to do to you while you reload. And then you need either 2 forms of damage. One is you can either use the bad cheese, which I would recommend, or you can use the Ring of Indignation, which is also very good, but not quite as good as the bad cheese. Wool chicken and decoy orbs also amazing. It's pretty similar to the apple a day. Wool chicken and intentional oboe are both there for the same purpose, which is just to try and prolong the fight a bit while your bad cheese ramps up and your Ring of Indignation hopefully tries to kill all the enemies. Obviously intentional oboe does have a bit of anti-synergy with the Ring of Indignation, but I find that they're still just fine. And then apple a day is there for the same reason wool chicken's there. It's just a smaller number, which is a bit unfortunate. And then weaponized envy is, it's really there for like the bosses where you kind of need a tiny bit more single target damage, and being able to get an extra 18 damage a shot isn't amazing, but it's not too bad. Another 2 more passives you could have is the cookie and refresh shield combo, but you know that increases your 6 heal every turn to an 8 heal every turn. So it's not amazing, but it's still very solid. I just took Sealed Conviction there because it's kind of funny that like you can actually take it in this kind of comp. Decoy orb, basically the reason why you want it, why it's good, is just because it gives you 1 extra bad cheese cycle, which bad cheese does stack up pretty fast, so you know, yeah, I'm not going to complain. Unicorn Horn though is also actually surprisingly good for this comp, just because being able to aim where you're going is very important. I don't really mind where I go here. It's funny, I actually do have a pretty good, well not that good, but I have some pretty reasonable passives here with Enhanced Gunpowder and Short Fuse and Decoy Orb. I could easily have started setting up an actual comp if I wasn't trying to do my fancy OTK. Which, by the way, it's going really well. I thought it would struggle a bit more through these kinds of levels, but through a bit of Phase 2, but looks like I'm going to have to wait for Phase 3 before I start struggling. I'm pretty sure the boss fight is going to be a breeze. The biggest problem with this comp is, well, obviously there's the problem of the classic OTK problem, which is if I didn't verse this crossbow boss, then I would immediately lose. which is why you don't want to try and assemble the full combo before you get to the boss. But also in phase 3 there are a lot of enemies that stack their strength really fast. And you know, they can probably outscale how fast my bad cheese is scaling. The impressively useless passive. So as long as I verse the yeah, this fight should be a breeze. As long as I verse the new boss on phase 3, I actually have a pretty reasonable chance of winning this, which is pretty impressive. Because I honestly don't particularly expect this comp to win. It is very fun, you know, but I wonder if I mean, of course that's not going to work, but you know, there's always hoping. Another passive which might be reasonable for this kind of comp, just because it basically adds on extra health to you, is that whenever an enemy hits you with a melee attack, deal add 10 blind to them. But I mean, it only was really going to matter against bosses that try to smack you, like the Turned Knight. But I doubt I'd struggle against the Turned Knight. Halving your HP here is a really bad idea. There's a reason why I have Apple a Day and Wool Chicken in my starting classes. Ow. Yeah, but I do get a heal up very fast, which is kind of nice. It does look like. And I'm even outpacing the boss, which is pretty amazing. With my healing, of course. My damage is, of course, outscaling it super easily. Yeah, I don't want to do anything that'll mess up my shots. Alright, this is not a good boss to be versing. Oh, this fight's gonna be fun. It really is just watching bad cheese scale. It's like, I'm pretty sure these kind of fights should just be fine. One of the nice things is even if you do end fights damaged, you get the first few turns just to heal up a bit every fight. Especially if you can hit decoy orb. Yeah, but this is the kind of level where you can tell why I kind of enjoy the this kind of comp over the classic combo. Just because, yes, the classic combo, I don't know, the classic combo just feels a bit too strong with Buckler removing all damage. And one of the nice things about this is you're not losing all damage. Yeah, so how much would blind 10 per hit matter here? Probably not that much, right? Like, he's only hitting me for like... I'm only losing 4 health every turn, like, it's not much. Although blind 10 would definitely be nice. Oh! Yeah, so this is the kind of comp where you really want to make use out of your reloading to stack your balance. Although obviously since I'm not actually pressing the backspace button, stacking my balance doesn't matter. But for example, if I had like a Nosferatu as my one orb, that would be pretty amazing. Since I could continually trash my trash the Nosferatu until I get down to say 40 health, and then shoot it and use it to full heal, and then repeat that cycle for a bit. And hopefully that should be able to outscale the strength the enemy gains, but it's a bit hard to say since I've never actually properly run this comp before. I mean, I'll just take refresher course. Doesn't really matter where I go, but I guess I'll try and aim this side. Although it really is just going to be random. 12 balance as well. That means my orbs have plus 12, which is pretty amazing, especially when you add in the fact that I have Matryoshka Shell. I am actually losing health here. Kind of funny. Which is honestly actually good for me, because my first turn I get slightly extra ping damage. These guys only do one. Okay, they do two. It's the ones that face back that only do one. So I think one of the sappers is going to get to detonate here, but I only think one of them will. Which, I mean, that's more than fine. My comp is built to be able to withstand this kind of sapper damage. Sorry, hidden bomb damage. Sorry, rigged bomb. Cookie? Oh, very nice. Now if I get refresh shield, then I'm going to be very happy. Since it's slightly more healing that it matters. Safety net. It's a very, very strong passive. It's just it doesn't matter. I will just enter the tier. If I can get Cookie, that would be amazing for the boss fight. Since I doubt I'd beat the boss fight without Cookie or Matryoshka. I mean, sorry, or Nosferatu. Nice, this fight should be very simple. Yeah, and I heal more than they deal every turn. It does take a bit of processing each turn though. And I can't tell if that's coming from the number of reload passives I have or the enemies trying to take their actions. Balance though, pretty cool. Nice. Alright, and this is the ultimate showdown. So I'll probably end up losing here, but I'm fine with that. I did not expect this comp to get this far. Yeah, because this is really just going to have to rely on Cookie outscaling fast. Oh, sorry, Bad Cheese outscaling fast. Like, I think I've just lost way too much health already. Especially considering they will have 9 strings. It's like I think I needed to already have gotten a kill using weaponized envy at this point, which just isn't happening. But yeah, this is the comp. So you really want like Nosferatu or some way to deal with these bosses at the end, because you can't deal with these guys, although you can deal with the other boss, I reckon.